This one's pretty wild. This is data, and actually I had a few students over the years come to me with data laid out like this, saying this is what we got. Either somebody sent it to us or we downloaded it, or whatever it was, but I remember them saying this is what we got, something similar to it. It looks weird. It doesn't look like we can do anything with it. And I would tend to agree, because what's happened here is that instead of the data being brought in row after row after row, so each record being its own row, so like the first row, remember, has to be your field names, and then that second row and beyond need to be your records. What's happened here instead is that what should have been row 1 is actually column A. As you can see here, company, or order date, company, C type, zone, product, and so forth. Those should have been going across here, and then each of these should have been going that way. So we've got about, I think there's probably about 65 or 70 like this. Now, if you didn't know any better, you'd probably sit there and say, well, I guess I'm going to have to retype it. But we don't want to have to go through all that. So we're going to use a tool. It's not technically a data tool, but I guess it is in a way, that will flip the data so that what is rows will become columns and vice versa. It's what we call transposing the data. And like I said, this is not something that many of you will run across that often, but I've had a number of people, at least I can think of 2, over the years that have had something similar to this and needed a way to kind of fix it. So the trick would be, first of all, when you're going to transpose, is we need to kind of select all the data. We're then going to copy it, and then we're going to paste it, but we're going to paste it where it flips the data for us, right? So it's going to be like a special type of paste. So we need to, though, first of all, get everything selected. Now, an easy way to get everything selected like this, so this, I'll tell you, this is a really good keyboard technique, and that is to click on, let's say A1. That's where you normally would start dragging from, okay? But you click on the A1 here. On your keyboard, you'd hold down the control key, the alternate key, I'm sorry, the control key and the shift key, sorry, and then the right arrow key. You just tap it one time, and that'll take you all the way to the end, and then you'll hit the down arrow key while the shift and control key are held down. There we go. So that's your first step, all right? Your second step is to point anywhere in that selected area, do a right click on it, hit copy. It kind of jumps you back. And now we need to paste it back where it'll flip it. But we can't do it on top of itself. So what we need to do is maybe just go down here to A11 temporarily. We'll go down to here. We'll right click here. And up in your paste options area, there are a number of pictures. And the fourth picture, when you point to it at least, it kind of gives you a preview of what it's going to do. And there it is, see? And that's what we want to do. It's called transpose. We click it, it flips it. Now, because you've done that, we don't need this data up here. And this is now independent. It's not linked or anything like that. So what we can do now is select from row 1 down to maybe row 10, all right? Just kind of select that down there. Right click it in this area and then hit delete. And there we go. And then you can go in there and kind of fix it up. So just to do some quick things here, we could like select the whole thing like that, point to any of the borders and double click it, and that will get everything all, exactly the width that it needs to be in the columns. And just in case maybe there were a few rows that were maybe higher or taller than others, you can also go then to any of your borders on the row area, double click that, and nothing happens, so there's nothing wrong there. And then maybe the third thing would be to select all your labels up here. Not that we have a lot, but you've got a few there. Get them all selected. We can make them centered if you want. We can make them bolded. And then we can also put like a little border at the underneath. So we'll do it like a thick bottom border here. There we go. And that's it. So that would be now ready to go. You can now start applying all your different database list tools and features to this, and it'll work just fine. It'll be very cooperative because the data is exactly the way Excel wants it to be. So hopefully you can use this. Thank you for watching the video.